Hey everybody, this is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called What is the Future of This Connection? And in today's reading, we are only going to use songs by Aaliyah to predict the future. What is the future of your connection? So I have 4 songs by Aaliyah here, and I've chosen some lyrics, and I'm going to go over the songs, and then I'm going to shuffle them up and randomly deal them out to a pile. And I do have 4 piles for you to choose from. And if you just want to skip the intro, you can go directly to your pile, and there'll be timestamps below. I will have an extended reading for this video too. And for those of you that want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, details for how to do so are in my description box below. And do check out my new channel, Light of Ascension Tarot. There's a link to that channel in my description box below. And yeah, if you'd like a personal reading, details for how to request that, what to do, everything, all the details you need are also in my description box below. So thank you so much, everybody, and for being here, and let's begin. So Aaliyah, actually, for those of you that are familiar with Aaliyah, unfortunately, she died August 25th, 2001. She was killed in a plane crash. Very, very sad. She was only 22 years old when she passed. And she was an incredibly talented musician who put out multiple records. She was on Star Search when she was 10 years old. She was already like a multi-hit recording artist by the time she was 16. And yeah, so a very beautiful person she seems like as well, just from the things I've read about her. And her astrology, she is a Capricorn sun, Aquarius rising, and moon in Virgo. So if you have those chart placements and resonate with her energy, or your person has those chart placements, that's Capricorn sun, Aquarius rising, moon in Virgo, or if you just have Aquarius, Capricorn, or Virgo in your chart, then then I think that's another way for you to connect to this reading too, because that is the energy that Aaliyah had. She also had her Venus conjunction the midheaven in her chart, and that's pretty cool. I mean, she was very well loved by the public, that's for sure. And when she was killed in that unfortunate plane crash, I mean, everybody was really, really mourning the loss of her and her talent on this planet. And yeah, like as I said, her death happened in 2001. So for those of you, her death was on August 25th, 2001. That may be an important date for you. Maybe you were born in 2001. Maybe you are a Leo or a Virgo, and you have the 8th month of the year. Maybe you have your birthday in that month, okay? Aaliyah she was born in 1979, and so maybe some of you here were also born in 1979. And this year, August 25th, 2021, was the 20-year anniversary of Aaliyah's death. So if she was still alive, Aaliyah would be 42 years old today, which is absolutely crazy. And I mean, I in her age group. So I definitely remember her music from the 90s and the early 2000s. And I mean, wonderful, wonderful artist. So that is the energy here. And I think it's super cool that she's Aquarius rising, because Aquarius is such a futuristic sign. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool that we're going to look at what is the future of your connection. Okay. So wonderful energy to get into. I was actually channeling her energy as I was dealing out the oracle cards and asking her to assist us in the messages today. So thank you so much, everybody. And the 4 songs that we are going to be looking at today of Aaliyah's music to predict the future of your connection is 1 in a Million by Aaliyah, Are You the One by Aaliyah, of course they're all by her, and Try Again, and If Your Girl Only Knew, okay? And so those are the 4 energies that I have here, and I'm going to take them and shuffle them and see what piles they would like to land on. Spirits, angels, and guides, and Aaliyah, who is an angel in spirit, please be with us today and help us communicate to us where these songs should land, on what pile. Please and thank you. Please communicate to us when, yep, there it is. Okay. Yep, I'm like, okay, stop. There it is. So we are going to deal out the songs to the different piles, and we are going to get into the readings. It's so fun. All right, everybody. So we have the blue tea light, pink rose tea light, white tea light, and red tea light. Okay, so that's blue, pink, white, and red. So go with whatever you're feeling today. It might be a color that you don't normally choose. It might be not your usual go-to, but just instead really listen to your intuition and think about what color is really resonating with you today. What's really drawing your attention? What feels good to you to choose? Okay, so when thinking about this connection with this person, all right? So we are gonna go ahead and get into the reading, and we will have extended readings as well too. I'm just gonna go ahead and put everything aside here so we can get started on pile number 1. How fun is this, everybody? So fun. I love doing these music readings because I just get inspiration from spirit to do them, and my guides communicate with me and say, yeah, you should do that. So let's go ahead and get into the reading, shall we, for my beautiful pile number 1s. Let's do it. Okay. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the blue tea light, and today's reading is called What is the Future of This Connection? And we have all songs by Aaliyah. Aaliyah was a recording artist in the late 90s, early 2000s, and she unfortunately died in a plane crash when she was 22. She was very well loved by the public, and I did a little intro on her in the beginning, and she had some amazing music from back in the day, and so I thought I would bring that all to you guys today. And every single pile got an Aaliyah song, so we're gonna see what song that you got to personify this connection. We're gonna look at your oracle cards. And for those of you that would like to follow me to the extended reading, we will have one available as well. So you can look below in my description box and click the link to my Vimeo channel if you feel so inclined. So let's go ahead and get into it. It's 411 on my clock right now, so I'm definitely going to give you the 411, pile number 1. Let's get into it. Spirits, angels, guides, and Aaliyah, who is in spirit, please guide us today in this reading and help us discern where is this connection headed in the future, please, and thank you. We want all the dirty deets. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it and see what Aaliyah song you got, pile number 1. Oh my God, pile number 1. Oh, wow. And you are pile number 1, aren't you? So for sure, I mean, pile number 1, 411, and pile number 1, and 1 in a million. So this is actually like, you know, this is a very romantic song. It's very sweet. It's very loving. It's somebody recognizing that you're a very unique person, pile number 1, that you're very special, that they really, you know, think that you're a really unique and cool person. And when I think about the color blue, I think it is very cool, you know? It's a very cool color. It's a very unique color. And because it's the blue tea light, it also resonates with the throat chakra. So this could definitely be something that this person actually tells you, all right? And Spirit is giving me the initials T and J, or TJ. Maybe you know someone with the initials TJ, or you have initials TJ, but thank you, Spirit. Spirit also is giving me Tina and also X-Tina, which reminds me of Christina Aguilera. Don't they call her X-Tina? Anyway, pile number 1. So let's read your lyrics here. And so your lyrics, very beautiful song. You definitely should listen to it. 1 in a Million by Aaliyah. And it's the lyrics for you. And I'm getting chills right now because I love them. It says, turn me inside out, make my heart speak. Need no one else, you're all I need. Personality, everything you do, makes me love everything about you. Your smile, your style is so fly, I can't deny. I got a crush on you, and it's true indeed. And I'm digging you, you make me believe. Your love is 1 in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. Oh, that is so... Yeah, and I love that lyric, turn me inside out, make my heart speak, need no one else, you're all I need. I love that. So pile number 1, I'm excited for you, and let's go ahead and see what is coming up here for you in this connection. Here's the King of Pentacles. All right, so definitely somebody that intends to stick around for a while, pile number one, and somebody who the King of Pentacles can be very committed and, you know, quite certain. I feel this King of Pentacles is quite certain about what he wants, or she wants, depending on what you're looking for here. And he's pulling her close and giving her the jackhammer. All right, pile number one. Now, this is not an 18+ reading, but you know, if I see it, I see it. So, ooh, here's the 8 of Coins. Nice. And yeah, and he's holding her, you know, he's holding her from behind and giving her whatever she wants and whatever she needs, right? And the song says, your love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long, right? So this is pretty much, the 8 of Pentacles here to me feels very dutiful. Like, I'll give you anything you want, anything you need, everything your soul desires, right? Those are actually other lyrics from the song. Anything you want, anything you need, anything your soul desires. There's 4 of Wands, and here's your guys' heads. Like, you two, when you two put your heads together, there's not a lot that you can't accomplish together. Both of you are very hardworking people. And I feel like you guys can be funny at times too with one another, especially you, pile number one. Like, you can, I feel you have some really unique flair about you. Some of you may have some really interesting hair, or like, you know, the haircut that kind of goes, it's kind of like, it's kind of goes over to the side, you know, it's kind of like shaved on one side and going over to the side. So maybe some of you guys have had that hairstyle before, but it's just grown out. Or I see this really cute side cut. All right. And I'm also seeing somebody that may have like fun colors in their hair, even like a blue in their hair. You guys also have the blue tea light. And yeah, so I feel like you guys enjoy playing with one another in a naughty way as well here, okay? And yeah, when you two, 4 of Wands, you two put your head together on something, there's not a lot that you can't accomplish together. Like I said, I feel you guys are both hard workers, you're both disciplined, but you like to have fun, right? The 4 of Wands really likes to have fun. Ooh, trine, there it is. I can't make this up, pile number one. Some of you are like, is this reading actually right? I feel like some of you guys are questioning it because it started off so strong, you know, and like, could this actually be my reading, Natalie? And I'm like, well, if you pick this pile, it's your reading, okay? So, but yeah, so we have trine and flow, and this talking about, you know, enriching one another, harmonizing one another, energizing, enjoying, lubricating, right? Indulging in one another. So that's really good. The energy flow between you guys feels nice. It feels nice here. We have the moon and feelings, right? You give me really, yeah, good feelings all through it. One of the lyrics was, you give me a really good feeling all day long, right? And here's the trine and feelings. Literally, one of the lyrics I read to you says, it goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. So, you know, the trine and the feelings, there it is right there. The flow and the feelings and the good feelings. So, yeah. And look at this beautiful pearl from this clamshell, right? And, you know, you're unique, pile number one. You're a lover. You're unique. You're kind. You know, you've got that energy about you. And this person really in flow with you right now, you know, like, we're looking at the future of this connection, but this is good. I think you two, you and this person understand each other. You're in flow with your feelings for one another, okay? So let's see what else we have here. We have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, so, I mean, the thing about this 6 of Swords is none of these swords are actually in the water. They're outside of the water, and the river is flowing pretty smoothly here. You know, a lot of times you see like the swords in the boat that are piercing the boat, and the sense here, it just feels like you guys flow because these swords are on the outside of the water. They're not even in it, you know? And if there was any concern or any, like, I feel it's kind of smooth sailing. I feel, pile number one, for once in a reading, right? But you know, this connection, the deeper committed you two get with one another, the more day-to-day things that you do, the more fun you have together, the more it becomes clear that there's a synergy between you two and it's smooth sailing. And I do feel a lot of water energy here too in this reading. So some of you guys may have like Cancer, Moon in Cancer, you may have a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I am just seeing a lot of water. I'm seeing a lot of water and earth here, which, you know, that's cool. Okay, so cool, pile number one. Jesus Christ, what is going on, pile number one? Did you find your soulmate or what? We have the Two of Cups, okay? So yeah, I mean, I feel this person is a lover and they want to make you feel good and make you do the things to you that they want to be a technically good lover with the Eight of Pentacles too. Make sure they're hitting the right spot, that you're feeling good, asking you, does this feel good? Are you okay? If you put your legs up around their neck or shoulders, I feel like it drives, when they're on top of you, I feel like pile number one, it drives this person crazy. All right. So the Two of Cups here, I mean, deeply connecting on a soul level and making love, baby. That's baby making music right there. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So, I mean, you two are spent, you know, and you dissolve into just, like, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we just want to, like, we had this amazing food, we did all this stuff, we, you know, we made love, we had fun. Now it's time to kind of pass out, you know? And there might be an energy sometimes of things getting a little chaotic in your environment, or things are a little bit half finished. Maybe, you know, I think you two are both used to being very productive independently, but maybe sometimes when you guys bring your energy together, you guys have a little bit more fun, or you're more audacious, or you're a little more troublemaker than at that time. And so some things may end up a little bit unfinished. Maybe you're like working on projects or trying to get things done, and it's like the house is a mess or whatever, you know, hurricane pile number one rolled through, or or your person, right? But I feel like normally you two are both very, you know, kind of like dedicated people in general. But yeah, so that's always interesting when you bring someone new into your life. Your routines kind of get interrupted and things like that. We have traveling, Eight of Wands. Okay, so these good feelings go on and on and on, and they travel a long way. Even if you two are at a distance and have to travel to one another, the feelings are still there, all right? Even if this person, it literally has to take a plane to see you, a boat to see you, they need to ride the Amtrak train for 5 days to see you, you know, boat, train, plane, automobile, or just a long drive to spend time with you. I feel like, you know, the Celine Dion song, I drove all night, you know? But yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. It's like, even if you two aren't, like, you're busy or you're doing different things during the day, I feel like these feelings just penetrate both of you. It's nice, okay? And we have the new moon. A new start is coming. So maybe some of you guys were coming here thinking, like, I really need some good news, Natalie. I really need you to tell me something sweet, tell me something kind, tell me something loving. And, you know, here it is. A new start is coming, the new moon. And actually, today I'm recording this reading on October 5th, and the new moon in Libra is tomorrow. So, you know, this energy is here now for you, pile number one. It really is. The feelings are there now. Like, it's here. It's here. We have the beaver. Oh my God, I love it. Look at you too with your Eight of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, you busy little beavers. You guys could have some Virgo energy here too. But yeah, I mean, some of you guys are like, I haven't even had time to shave, Natalie. What are you talking about? You know, I gotta, like, you know, fix myself and shave and get some things done and finish up with some things I'm working on. And, you know, that's cool. That's cool. This is more water energy as well with the beaver here. And that's cool. You know, you got to get it all done. But I also feel like this person's very interested in the beav, if you know what I mean, pile number one. Because whenever this card comes up, I'm like, oh yeah. And you can see here, he's playing with her beaver, pile number one, if I have to say it. And he's a very busy beaver in that regard. Oh my God. Anyway, pile number one, you know what I mean. So, I mean, and I think it's like you two just get into this flow, into this zone together. You zone out together. And then it's like, where did the time go? You know, like, shit, I'm late for work, or damn, I didn't even take my contacts out, or whatever, you know, like, it's like, that's what I mean by kind of feeling unfinished. Oh, peace. Oh, I love it. Pile number one. I absolutely love that for you. Look at this beautiful piece. And she just is like, this is what it is like to be in harmony with someone. Try and flow, to have feelings, and know that that other person is going to show up for you. And maybe sometimes in your life, it hasn't always been that way, pile number one, like people genuinely showing up for you in a dutiful way, and wanting to put their heads together with you and be in the energy with you and come to you, right? And if it sometimes felt like maybe you were coming to this person more than they were coming to you, I think they're clearly going to be coming to you here with this travel, and a new start is coming. It's very peaceful. I like it. I like it. Oh my God, we have Starseed. This is the Fool card in this deck, and it says Starseed. So you truly are one in a million, pile number one. And I feel like Aaliyah was a starseed too. I mean, she had Venus on her midheaven, and I mean, she just inspired people. She inspired love in people. She really wasn't of this world, you know? And I think this person feels the same about you. And I'm seeing the letter T. There's the T again that I was seeing earlier. I'm also seeing an F and an L. Okay, so if you have those initials, and yeah, I mean, starseed. This person's like literally you're one in a million, right? Because for those of you that don't know what a starseed is, or you're like, what the hell are you talking about, right? I mean, it's the Fool, and they call this is the starseed, the Syrian starseed deck, resonating with the energy of Sirius. But yeah, some of you guys are maybe opening up to this knowledge, because I see the lotus here, and opening up to this knowledge that, yeah, you know, you don't, maybe you haven't felt like you weren't from here, or you were an outcast, and you just really wanted to be with someone that could take care of you and be there for you. And yeah, I like this. I like this, pile number one. And talking about a new start is coming with the Fool energy too. I mean, the Fool is all about that new start. So the energy is cleansing, pile number one. It's very, very cleansing for you right now. That's wonderful. Oh, Jesus, pile number one. Oh my God. We have the Nine of Chalices here, okay? So this literally couldn't get any clearer to me. It's like this person is saying, you know, you're a very unique person. You're very intriguing and interesting. And I feel like every time I talk to you, I learn something new, and vice versa. I feel you guys have this energy together. And, you know, the Nine of Cups is all about good feelings, you know, good feelings. It reminds me of that Violent Femme song from back in the day. Good feelings, won't you stay with me just a little bit longer, you know, good feelings, like that kind of, yeah, right? And I feel like it feels good to you, pile number one. So you don't really want it to change that much. And every time I pull a card, I'm like, please be good, because I feel like we're on such a good roll here. But I mean, there's no bad cards in the tarot anyway. It's just we're learning lessons. But I feel like this is a peaceful new beginning for you, pile number one, where you truly feel happy, and maybe you haven't felt that way for a long time. And if you see, the sun is directly shining on this person here, and like today the sun is on you, pile number one. And this person, you know, talk about you give me a really good feeling all day long. This person is really saying that to you. I feel, pile number one. Okay, so I'm really just blown away by this. I don't know what else to even, I suppose I can do some cards here and see, is there any obstacles, or is there anything pile number one needs to be aware of, just because we want to be realistic and practical, especially with the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Is there any, Spirit, is there anything here that, is there any obstacles here, Spirit, or anything? Okay, that popped out. Three of Cups. Not really. Not really. I mean, I think you guys are, I mean, I feel like some of you guys maybe talking to your friends about this person, or you're just excited and you want to talk to other people about this and you want to share with them, but maybe they're like really busy reflecting on the past, but you really, really want to share, like, I'm so excited. I just met this person, and maybe some of your friends or family or just people in your life are really busy because looking at the past or talking about things that happened in the past, and like you're staring off into space thinking about this person, and they're like, knock knock, is anyone there? And you're like, but I want to talk about this, you know? So maybe there's a little bit of that going on. So it's a Mercury and Cancer card. So it's like, you know, really wanting to communicate your feelings, right? But maybe tell people, like, I want to shout it from the mountaintops, you know? And that's okay. Other people may be a little bit preoccupied right now. So, and it's not like they're not happy for you. I feel they are. It's just, you know, yeah. Oh, we have the Lovers. The Lovers. So, yeah. And in this deck, she's looking at kind of her sisters or her friends or people, you know, going down one path, and there's the path that is waiting for her, you know, and it looks like it's a guy and a child and a house, and you know, she's like doing this after her friends, like like reaching out to them, like, I promise you, just because I'm falling in love doesn't mean that I'm not gonna, like, I don't want to be with you guys or hang out with you guys or be a part of what we're doing. It's still very important to me. And just because I met someone really important doesn't mean that, you know, other things in your life now lack importance, right? So, yeah, I think that message is coming through loud and clear here. And some people just maybe, it's a little insecurity at times when people kind of get into new relationships, and then people can be like, well, I guess I won't hear from you for a year. But I don't really think you're like that, pile number one. You know how to, like, you know, divide the baby if need be, and allocate time importantly and stuff. But the Lovers is just saying, like, it's a whole new energy that's opening up for you. It's like the Aladdin song, a whole new world, pile number one. So, you know, it's good to have choices. It's good to be overflowing with happiness, okay? It's good to feel like you have a choice here. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So that Seven of Pentacles is came up, like you had that before earlier in the reading. So I think, you know, here, this Seven of Pentacles is actually, she looks maybe a little bit tired. And this may be something about like your work life, pile number one, not really having to do with this connection, because I'm drawn to the roses in the background, and I feel like this is your love connection. It's really blooming. It's really smelling good. Smells succulent, pile number one. And it has the potential to, for sure, if you're just met someone, or you had a feeling this is a special person and they had a feeling about you, like the relationship definitely has potential to grow that way. I feel like some of you may have been, you know, trying to, maybe something to do with your career or your work, or trying to revive something that doesn't quite, you know, that is kind of maybe cannot be revived, or just isn't like responding to whatever you're doing to it. You know, like you're trying to fix things or do things, but it's not really responding to you, you know? And so, and maybe some of you guys are like, you know, this always worked before, it was always fine before, like what is going on? And maybe this thing came up for you in Mercury retrograde, okay? So maybe it's a technology issue or something you were trying to fix at work, or, you know, how things come up, or just something in your house, maybe even that needs repair, that you're like, well, I thought I fixed that, or something like that. I feel, pile number one. But in the backdrop is these beautiful, you know, flowering roses that are wonderful for you. And yeah, and Spirit here just saying, don't waste time on stuff that, like, you know, that derails your productivity, in the sense that, and if you're tired, take a break. Like if you were all out all night with this person and you guys were talking forever or making love forever, whatever it is that you were doing, and you're kind of like tired and you're not super focused the next day, I would say definitely give your eyes a rest. Also, for those of you that work with your hands, give your hands a rest at times too, because I feel like I'm seeing some pain in the hands, or maybe even somebody that struggles a little bit with like arthritis in the hands or pain in the hands for some reason, or maybe some of you bumped your hand or whatever is going on here. But, you know, just take care of your hands is what I want to tell you. And if you need to take a break because you were really up late and you're trying to fix it or find a solution to something, just put it down for a little bit and then come back to it later. That's always good advice with the Mercury retrograde, right? Put it down, come back to it later if necessary, all right? So, you know, and the Five of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. So that just tells me after you guys have really, you know, you've been through hardship in the past. You've earned where you are today. You've dealt with feelings of self-doubt and confusion and, you know, giving your energy to people and things and then wondering like, why did I do that? I'm not sure, you know. So, or being with people that are not up to your standards, pile number one. So you've already done all that. I feel you've already kind of, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck energy, okay? You've kind of already done all that. So now it's kind of like enjoy what's to come, okay? So file number one, if you want to get more messages from me and talk more about this connection and you want to find out more what's happening, not just with the connection, but in general, you can, I mean, it's probably going to be mainly focused on the connection, but I always like to bring a few other things in, like, because I notice things, all right? So thank you so much, pile number one. If you want to join me on my Vimeo channel for the extended reading, there'll be a link in the description box below. So thank you so much, my lovelies. And what an amazing way to open up this reading. I'm like, wow, pile number one, good for you. And I actually felt Spirit was guiding me to use that blue tea light. So maybe some of you were like, I want blue today, because I really felt guided to even use that blue tea light. So let's go ahead and move on to pile number two. Let's do it. Okay. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the pink rose tea light. And our question today is, what is the future of this connection? And we're looking at Aaliyah songs only. For those of you that don't know, Aaliyah was an amazing singer, R&B singer in the late 90s, early 2000s. She met an untimely death in 2001, and this year is the 20-year anniversary of her passing. So she was very well loved by the public, and her music certainly still endures to this day. So for those of you that know who she is, I asked her to help us guide me as I was doing your oracle cards and getting everything ready. So let's go ahead and see what Aaliyah, okay, first of all, before that we do that, let's channel. And also too, for those of you that want to join me, I'm so excited. I'm just like da-da-da-da-da, banging off the walls here. But for those of you that would like to hit the extended reading with me, you certainly can do that too. There'll be a link in my description box below. So let's open up the energy. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number twos today and help us be calm and peaceful so we can receive the messages. And we know Aaliyah is with us today and watching over this reading. So thank you so much. And yeah, I felt at the beginning of your reading, pile number two, I was a little hyper or a little scattered, and now I feel calm, but maybe some of you have been that way, or maybe you had too much coffee or caffeine, or you've just been hyper lately. Plus it's a Mercury retrograde, so everything gets a little bit more hype. All right, pile number two, let's go ahead and get into it. Spirit is showing me the initials E and T, or maybe ET phone home. All right, pile number two, ET phone home. So thank you so much. Let's go ahead and see what Aaliyah song you have today. Oh my God, you guys have it. I knew you were gonna, I had a feeling you were gonna get this one. Pile number two. And actually I have a secret surprise for you at the end of this song. So don't be like, I don't want this song, you know. I have a secret surprise for you, pile number two. So you guys, your song is If Your Girl Only Knew. So look that up, If Your Girl Only Knew by Aaliyah. And I'm gonna go ahead and just read you a couple lyrics from that song. And the song lyrics go, if your girl only knew that you were trying to get with me, if your girl only knew that you were dissing her to talk to me, she would probably leave you alone. She would probably curse you out and unplug her phone. I bet she'd be glad you were gone because she wouldn't have to worry. And then it says, she's crazy to put up with you. Oh boy, I won't be no fool. Let you like what you see. It ain't easy to get with me. Boy, it's dumb to put up with you. I won't be no fool. Let you like what you see. It ain't easy to get with me. Okay, so she's in this connection where maybe you're seeing someone else, or this person's seeing someone else, or someone's getting over a connection and they're still attached to someone else. I mean, maybe someone you were with cheated recently, but pile number 2, we're gonna dive into this even more. And it doesn't have to be cheating. It could just be you're with someone but yet you're interested in this other person, or vice versa, okay? And in the song, Timbaland, was on a lot of songs with Aaliyah, and his lyrics in the song to her were, what you saying, what you saying, what you saying, huh? Huh, you ain't saying nothing, baby. Let's take a walk down with me. Baby, can you feel me? Can you feel me? Okay, so maybe this person, you've tried to talk to them about this and be like, hey, if you want to be with me, then, it isn't easy to get with me, and I will not be your fool, and I will not put up with that type of thing. Maybe you're dating someone and they told you about something they did in the past, and you're like, I would never put up with that, So there's a real element of pride in this song too, like where she's saying, it ain't easy to get with me, but the guy thinks that he can kind of just wear her down by being like, what you saying, what you saying, what you saying, huh? So interesting song, but I always loved that part of the song where she says, it isn't easy to get with me, right? Like, I'm not going to be your fool. So very interesting. And what's funny is when I was listening to this song and I was channeling and thinking of the lyrics I wanted to use right after this song, the song by Aaliyah called Choosy Lover came up, and I haven't heard that song forever. So look up Choosy Lover, because I feel like in this song, she's talking about this, she was with someone that wasn't choosing her, and she was with someone that, wasn't giving her security, and maybe told lies at times, or was with someone else. And in this song, Choosy Lover, she's telling her new lover, you've given me security and you've proven what you said. And, choosy lover, I'm so proud to be with you, So for some of you that are like, yeah, I know this person has a girl or has a guy, or I know that they're talking out of both sides of their mouth, or yeah, I don't know, Natalie, like that type of thing. If you're feeling that energy in this connection, just know, like, that was the follow-up song that I heard. And so for those of you who've heard that song before, or you haven't, go listen to it, because I feel that would be pretty good for you. And I feel like it was kind of giving me Queen of Wands energy too, like giving me just that pride. Like, I have standards and it's not easy to get with me. So let's go ahead and see pile number 2. Let's see what is the future of this connection. We have 8 of Wands. So definitely a lot of urgency and communication. And I was feeling that like kind of hyper energy as well when we started your reading. So maybe there's a sense of urgency to have some discussions here. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so interesting. And we have the 2 of Swords. So there's a lot of like choking going on here. There's a lot of tying someone up. But, I feel like what you guys are saying, yeah, this person embellishes the truth sometimes. Sometimes they talk smack, and sometimes they come around, and I don't know what's going on, I mean, I feel like maybe with this 2 of Swords, sometimes you guys are just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Like, I can't see what's going on, because the woman in the Knight of Swords card is actually blindfolded, and he's like choking her out, and in the song, Timbaland in the song is saying, what you saying, what you saying, what you saying, huh, right? So maybe doesn't even want you to see what they're doing, or doesn't want you to even really respond. Like, they want to be able to say things to you, but you can't really say anything, they don't feel you should say anything back, which is crazy. But I feel like some of you guys also have been like, let me wait and see. Let me wait and see here with this 2 of Swords. Let me just see how this person acts and what they communicate, and if they're making me a priority, and let's see how this goes. So I feel like some of you have taken that attitude too. And with the Knight of Swords, some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius. The 2 of Swords is Libra energy. So we have Sagittarius with the 8 of Wands, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Libra. So maybe there is some energies, and for those of you that are dealing with third party or things like that, maybe those are representative of the energies. But somebody, I feel, really wants to clear things up and really wants you to listen to them. And I think you guys may be of the nature of like, well, let's see what happens here. Let's see what this fool does, you know? So let's see what else. We have Jupiter and expansion, and we have the ascendant and outlook. So I think you guys are giving this person the benefit of the doubt, or you want to have a good outlook about this connection. And you want to see, you know, straightforward communication too, particularly with the Eight of Wands. And when you have something to say, you don't want to be silenced or made to feel like someone's lying to you. Like, that is definitely not cool for you. You're looking for something that can grow with this Jupiter and expansion energy. And I feel like you guys aren't, like, you can take a gamble in love, pile number 2. You can definitely do that. You're like, I'll roll the dice, you know, let's see what happens, right? But you're also like, I want to say what I want to say, and if I feel like talking to someone, I'll talk to them. You know, I'm getting that energy. It's 444 in your reading right now. If you don't believe me, there it is, pile number 2, 444. So maybe that's a sign for some of you as well. But I think you want to be positive. You want to have a good outlook about this connection. Be positive and be confident. And so let's see what else we have here. We have the 5 of Swords. So yeah, I mean, and you can see here how these two swords, well, she's holding one sword, but then 4 swords are piercing her hand. So, you know, you may be asking yourself, is talking to this person even worth the pain, you know, or is it worth, you know, getting injured or having to put up with shit or getting injured in the process, right? Because I think you can totally be the victor in this situation, pile number 2. I don't think there's really a question. I think you definitely can be, but you know, at what cost to your own self, right? I mean, you're kind of like, I don't know if it's worth the trouble or the pain, you know, just to kind of be the winner in this situation. And I'm drawn to the fact that she does have these kind of like pink rose fingernails here, which matches to your tea light. So if you got your nails done recently and they're like a pink rose or kind of a purple pink color, or you had purple on 4 nails, but then on this nail you have bright pink, or you did something like that recently with all nails one color and then one another different color. I'm giving you details so that you can be like, yeah, I did that recently, and yeah, I've been thinking of that recently. So it helps you to clarify your reading, pile number 2. But I feel like some of you are thinking, I do want to talk to this person and we do need to have a conversation about this, and I think I can come out on top, but it really annoys me when this person tries to silence me or be dominating in conversations, okay? I mean, it's okay to be dominating in the bedroom a little bit, but you know, I don't feel like you guys want to be told like, hey, be quiet, all right? I don't feel you guys like that. So nobody really likes that, but I think you guys really don't like it. So we have the Chariot here, and you know, smack a little booty up, right? Pile number 2. I mean, I definitely feel like this person, maybe some of you have, you know, a good amount of junk in the trunk, pile number 2, which, you know, I feel like this person is very attracted to your curvature. If you're curvy with the Chariot, that's Cancer energy. We could have Cancer and Aquarius here. But, you know, this person, they dig your body type and your energy, and at the end of it, they're like stroking you. They're like, did I hurt you? You know, and you're like, well, I still got marks on my neck, but I'm, you know, guess I'm okay with it. And we have the Knight of Pentacles here. So I think you guys could definitely be dealing with 2 people yourself as well, pile number 2. I mean, maybe you know that the energy with this person is, with the Knight of Swords, is real hot and heavy and fast. And you're just like, yeah, we'll see what happens here. I'm in a good mood. Let's spin the wheel and see what happens. But then you're like, I don't know if I really want to put up with, you know, with threesomes, third parties, etc. with this whole 5 of Swords. Like, it might not even be worth it. And maybe I should just hightail it out of this bitch, you know? Pile number 2. I love your resourcefulness. You're like, maybe I should just get another, dude on the side. Like Sierra would say, what if I had a guy on the side? Would it make you cry if I acted like a boy, right? Do you guys remember that song? Sometimes I wish I was a boy. Like, what if I had a thing on the side? Okay, so yeah, I feel like you guys are like, you know what? We'll wait and see. In the meantime, I can entertain other options too, and maybe you guys have an air sign, an earth sign that you're dealing with, or that you're like, if this person pisses me off or doesn't treat me the way I want to be treated, then I'm going to hightail it out of there and go see someone else. I lined up planets with. Oh, maybe some of you guys are into astrology and you're like, I really resonate. We line up our planets together. I really resonate with that energy. So cool, and you're just like, I'm gonna like see what happens. All right. And we have silence here. Interesting energy. But I don't think the silence is really a bad thing, because I see her face in the background and she's resting, and she's like, I know I'm gonna be fine no matter what. Like, I know also too, if I don't hear from this person or it doesn't work out, that if I just hear crickets at the end of the day, like, I'm just gonna go and roll my dice on something else. So whatever. I like your energy. Pile number 2, I gotta be honest, I like your energy. And I think you're I think you're somewhat peaceful, all right? The one thing is the 5 of Swords, where you're like, I think you've told yourself, if I start to feel like hurt or pressed or in any way, like, I will literally go and find my peace and be around somebody else, which, okay, pile number 2, right? We have blue moon and believe in the impossible. So this is another thing that I think you guys genuinely want to see the best in people. And when you meet someone, you believe that anything is possible, that, yeah, this could happen. And hey, it could be really great, right? And yeah, and I feel like maybe sometimes you're like, well, maybe my expectations got away from me or got the better of me, or I should have listen to my intuition a little bit more, right? But I feel like your guys' nature is very Jupiterian. Maybe you guys have Jupiter conjunction your sun, or just, you bounce back quickly. And I think you maintain a positive, outlook in life, pile number 2, which is really good when you're in the dating scene, right? Like, a lot of other people, they wouldn't have the confidence to kind of have the attitude that you have. So pile number 2, good for you. We have fish. Oh my God, right? Like, there's more fish in the sea, right? And fishes have to do with abundance. And maybe some of you have been dealing with the Pisces as well with the fish here. But I mean, I feel like you guys are just like, go fish. If it doesn't work out, like, fine, I'll just find something else that I want. And I love the fact that there's a pink moon right here. Maybe some of you guys love pink, and it completely matches this pink tea light. And I think you guys are just like, I'm a pink moon, and maybe pink moon, or is pink moon like the name of a brand of something? But I love that like pink moon. And this fish is just like, hey, I'm attractive, I'm available, there's more fish in the sea, there's more where that came from. If this one doesn't work, then take it off its hook and throw it back into the sea, right? So I think you guys, you genuinely do kind of have that outlook, I feel, pile number 2. You really do. We have inspiration. Okay, so I think sometimes you look at her, she's holding her titty in one hand there, and she's like, boop, bibbity bobbity boop, inspiration. I feel like maybe sometimes you guys are very artistic, poetic people, very expansive people. You might have heavy Neptune or heavy Venus, or heavy Jupiter in your chart. You're just, you're like, I can draw inspiration from these experiences, and I can create beautiful art, and I can continue to grow as a person. And yeah, you guys know that song by Peaches? I don't know why. Sucking on my titties like you wanting me, calling me. Do you guys know Peaches? You have to look her up. You guys, with your attitude, pile number 2, your very cool attitude, you would love her music. So look her up. She's a Scorpio. sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me. All right. We have the 9 of orbs, so that's the 9 of swords, and the 3 of flames. So I think you guys just got really sick of, you know, getting your hopes up only to be really sad or disappointed or disillusioned by things maybe in the past, or maybe when you were younger. You're like, yeah, you know, when I was younger, and being younger could have just been like when you were a teenager or a young girl, or maybe when you were in your 20s or early 30s, you know, whatever your age is watching this, you know, saying, hey, I put a lot of effort into things, and I really felt like I put effort, and yet, you know, nobody really, I just, it would end in me worrying way too much and me getting way too upset about where things were going and where things were headed. Maybe you didn't even really want to come to this reading, pile number 2, because you're like, I don't really want to know where things are headed. I just want to explore the world and enjoy myself, okay? And maybe it's just because you got sick of feeling like crap in your relationships. And with this 3 of Wands, you're just, you know, the 3 of Wands is Sun and Aries energy. So it's like, you know what? I am not going to sit here and wallow in this anymore. You know, I'm sick of it. I'm not going to do it. I'm tired of it. And I'm just going to go out into this big, beautiful world and explore it and look at the beautiful pink sunset in the background. And that's what draws you guys in, is the beautiful pink sunset, the adventure, the calling of the soul, you know, the nobility of the soul. I have to follow my inner flame and my inner heart, right? And I feel like looking at these flames here, it looks like they're like vulvas that are on fire, pile number 2, you know, and maybe you got that hot, you know, whatever, maybe you got that WAP, pile number 2, but you know, you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna honor myself. I'm not just gonna sit here and fucking, you know, rot, you know, and good for you, pile number 2. So, I mean, I think you're objective. You're like, we'll see how this goes. But if I get one tinge that this person is trying to get one over on me or hurt me, like I will hot step it out of there. Okay. So, or I'll just be done with it, and my attention will go somewhere else, onto someone else. All right. So interesting energy, pile number 2, I gotta say. So let's look at some tarot and see, Spirit, what is the future of this connection? Because I feel this whole thing has been more about you and where you're at, and maybe you have a couple of people that you're trying to decide between now. You have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So let's see what else. What is the future of this connection that pile number 2 came here for? Knight of Cups. There is somebody else coming to you in your future, pile number 2, and I don't think it's either one of these people. And you know, I said there was a song called Choosy Lover, okay? And I listened to it right after I listened to If Your Girl Only Knew, and it all had to do like with, you gave me that security, your words lined up with what you said, you like, I'm so glad like that you chose me and I chose you, you were the one I was looking for. So I actually feel like the 2 people that you're dealing with right now, pile number 2, are really kind of not it. And I think there's someone else coming on the scene for you, actually. And maybe you kind of already know that. And I do think this person is way more of a serious contender. And it's like, you know, the charming, mysterious Knight of Cups showing up, and very unexpectedly maybe too, and being like, whoa, this person kind of came out of nowhere, right? The Knight of Cups represents a water sign, or it more specifically represents a Scorpio in the tarot. So something, you know, something different, pile number 2. Let's see, what else can Spirit tell us about the future of this connection? We have the Fool. Okay, yeah. And I feel, you know, it's so funny. I knew the Fool was going to come up, because in your song, she says multiple times, like, that this person is a fool to put up with you. I won't be your fool. Let you like what you see. It isn't easy to get with me, right? So you are saying in this song, I won't be your fool, you know? And this person is a fool, you know? Like, they are a fool. And, you know, I think ultimately at the end of the day, pile number 2, you do want to have a honest, open connection with someone that, you know, gives security and proves what they say, like they said in your song. And I don't think I mean, the Knight of Cups isn't going to offer his cup to a fool, because the Fool is too young. The Fool is not in their right mind in this case, right? I mean, there's multiple ways to interpret the Fool, but in this reading, this Fool is just like, oh, do you think I can land you? Or do you think we could do something here? And I mean, I feel like you guys just really wouldn't get serious with this person, but I think you are looking for something serious because the Ten of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, right? But I feel like maybe some of you have just been meeting some really inexperienced people, or some people who have very immature attitudes about love and life, and who thinks that they can kind of see what they can get away with, you know, because I'm looking at the way the Fool, the way his chin is up like that. And to me, it feels like, it's like, well, what can I get away with? You know, I can certainly take pile number 2 on a date, but what could happen? Like, what would this person allow? What would pile number 2 allow? So I do kind of feel that energy from these Fools, pile number 2. Let's see what else here. Let's see what else. We have the Tower. Okay, so, you know, I think you already know this, pile number 2. You already know if you were seriously trying to approach this person in any kind of, you know, truth, honesty, loyalty, commitment, etc. And maybe some of you guys do have Scorpio in your chart, but you're not behaving like one, you know? Maybe you're like, you've got Sagittarius and you're more expansive, or you've got a fire sign like an Aries in your chart. But I think ultimately it's like you guys want security and loyalty, okay? And I mean, the Fool can be fun, right? It can be fun, like, hey, why not? Give it a chance, see what happens, but let's spin the wheel, throw the dice, whatever. But I mean, I think here with the Tower, it's just like, yeah, I think you and this person could easily get off. Like you would get off, they would get off, because the Tower is all about Mars, and that's that coming, that force, that eruption. So, I mean, I think it would be sexy. I think you guys could have a sexual experience together for sure here with the Tower. But I also just think, is this really what you want? You know, like, because we have this Silence card in your reading, believing in the impossible, wanting to have a positive outlook. You don't really want to drag yourself down with, you know, could I, should I, would I, am I, is I, all of that. And I think, you know, you know that you would never, like, you wouldn't go to the Fool and offer your cup to a Fool. It doesn't make sense. And I think you know where that leads. You know, if you dealt with that when you were younger in the past, you know that it leads to, you know, it leads to a lot of fucking shit going down. Pile number 2, it leads to, you know, people having hurt feelings, people, you know, yelling and screaming at one another, people, you getting involved in a situation that you don't really need to be on the brunt of somebody else's rage or anger, or somebody else's pressure cooker that they're cooking up for themselves because they don't feel like dealing with anything in their life or ending anything in their life. And they just want to see, well, what can I get away with here? You know, and you don't need to be a part of that person's chaos, really, pile number 2. Okay. So that's, and I think you already know that. I'm preaching to the choir. I feel like pile number 2, you definitely already know that. Okay, let's see what else here. Let's see what else here. We have the Knight of Swords. So again, this Knight of Swords, and I feel like here's the 7 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, pile number 2. You're like, when is this energy going to shift for me? And maybe underneath, you know, and here's the King of Wands. Here's, you know, I don't want that. That guy's a liar. I have to tell this person to fuck off. There's the Queen of Swords. You know, you guys are like, when is this fucking energy going to change, Natalie? You know, and maybe some of you are getting a little frustrated with it, but you're having a good attitude. And, you know, bless your hearts, pile number 2, for, you know, being confident and just, you know, going for what you want in life. But I feel here's the Knight of Swords again. So I was talking about that Knight of Swords earlier, and how they just bring a lot of disruption and chaos and issues into your life. This may have to do with an Aquarius as well. Again, we see the Knight of Swords. But this person doesn't really, you know, they don't really have control of their own mouth. They don't really have control of their own life. Their life is not really, you know, they're just, this person could have anger issues as well here. They may say things that are just really stupid and fucked up. and like they think that they have you, or they think that they're like, oh, I'm being confident, I'm going after pile number 2, and you guys are just like eye roll, you know, like it's not that easy to get with me, you know. So this person looks like a fool, I feel like, coming to you with this energy, because here you are being the Knight of Cups. Now, I think that what this whole thing overall means is that, you know, after a period of patience and setting boundaries and not accepting certain things in your life anymore, pile number 2, that there is going to be a Knight of Cups that comes your way, and somebody better for you. Like I said, choosy lover. Listen to that song, because I think it could be very healing for you too. Okay, pile number 2, I think that energy could be really, really healing for you to listen to that song. And just like, it's a very loving, peaceful song. Okay, so yeah, after a period of just chaos and options that just don't make sense, okay, for you, pile number 2. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. And if you want to go deeper, you can follow me to the extended reading, and we will usually when I do extended readings, I'm like, you know, for whoever pile number 2 came here for, give me the messages, right? So whoever you go to pile number 2 reading for on the extended reading, I will give you those messages. Plus, I always add messages from your guides and from what they want to tell you. Maybe some of you would like to know about this future Knight of Cups too. So love to see you on the extended reading, my beautiful pile number 2s. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm sending you big love and big hugs, okay, pile number 2. So thank you so much, my loves, and see you again soon. Let's move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it. All right, take a drink of water. Let's do it. Spirit, oh, I don't want to just start off right away. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Pile number 3, okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here today. You chose the white tea light, and today's reading is called What is the Future of This Connection? And every single pile has an Aaliyah song associated with it. So at the beginning of this reading, I shuffled out random songs by Aaliyah, and we're going to use her lyrics to help us discern where are things in this connection right now and what is the future of it. And it's really weird, pile number 3, because when I started your pile, before like I introduced like, hello, pile number 3, I started talking in kind of an accent. So maybe some of you have an accent, you're from a different place, like you're not from the US, or a person that you're asking about has a bit of an accent, okay? Interesting, or has a unique way of speaking, because I'm getting Mercury, or can do impressions really easily. I'm getting that mercurial, you know, that mercurial energy. So, and for those of you that don't know, Aaliyah was a beautiful singer, R&B singer, etc., performer from the late 90s, early 2000s. Tragically, she died in a plane crash in 2001, and starting, you know, this year would have been she would have been 42 years old this year, meaning it's been 20 years since her accident happened. So I thought I was just feeling her energy and her music, and I thought, yeah, let's do a reading. So I'm blabbing now, pile number 3, I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you want to go deeper on the extended reading, we can certainly do that too. There'll be a link in the description box below. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the wonderful energy of pile number 3, and also the energy to the wonderful Aaliyah, who tragically passed too soon, but is with us in this reading today, helping my number 3s sort out what is the future of this connection. Thank you so much, pile number 3. Let's see what your Aaliyah song is. You have, oh my God, pile number 3. You guys have, are you the one? Question mark, okay? So this person is like asking themselves like, wow, I'm into pile number 3. Are they the one? You know, both of you are asking this question, this person, you and this person, are you the one? Question mark, okay? And this is an interesting song. It's really a cool song. It's probably one of her most like famous songs out of all her songs. So let me read you a couple lyrics from it, pile number 3, so you can see what this person is saying. Let's go ahead and see. Sorry, I had to get myself in order here. Okay, it says, okay, so the first lyrics are the woman singing and the next lyrics are the man singing. But if you like women, you know, just, or you like two men or you like two women, just put yourself into whatever position you feel, okay? But sorry about that. I know we've got, we need more like songs like this that are not hetero. But okay, so let's go ahead, pile number 3. So the first of the lyrics are, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky that flies, but you were my prey. I promise you, if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days we're gonna hook it up, okay? So it's like, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky that flies, but you were my prey. Boy, I promise you, if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days we're gonna hook it up, okay? And what he says back to her is baby girl. And a lot of people called Aaliyah baby girl. That was kind of her nickname. So maybe some of you here like to be called that, or you know somebody that calls you baby girl, but yeah. So the lyrics on the masculine side, baby girl, I'm the man from the big VA. Won't you come play around my way and listen to what I gotta say? Don't you know I'm the man? Rock shows here from Japan. Have people shaking my hand. Baby girl, better known as Aaliyah. Give me goosebumps and high fevers. And I've got goosebumps as I'm doing your reading because I really feel I was channeling her energy here too. But you know, it's like baby girl, the guy is saying, baby girl, I'm the man from the big VA. Won't you come play around my way, right? And this person's saying that you give them goosebumps and high fevers, okay? So, I mean, the lust is there, pile number 3. And you telling this person, like, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky, and I see what you got going on there, and if you keep kind of teasing me, we're definitely going to hook up. And this other person wanting to impress you and say, don't you know I am the man? And because he's talking about rocking shows here from Japan, maybe some of you have a connection to Japan, or maybe somebody here is a musician and, you know, or is semi-famous, or a musician, or somebody here who is creative and does that for a living, or is a singer, okay? And, or plays an instrument very, very well. So in the song, it's really funny because there's this line, it says, sometimes I'm goody goody, right now I'm naughty naughty, you know, and she says, sometimes I'm goody goody, sometimes I'm naughty naughty. Just tell me yes or tell me no, because I really need somebody. Are you that somebody, okay? Actually, this song isn't Are You the One? It's Are You That Somebody? I can't believe I wrote that down wrong, pile number 3. I feel like such a nincompoop right now, pile number 3, so please excuse that. But it's really Are You That Somebody? I don't know why I put Are You the One? Maybe some of you have been watching that show on MTV called Are You the One? Okay. I know I watched a couple and I was like, wow, interesting show. Okay, but it's really an interesting show. But again, Are You That Somebody? And it's so funny I put Are You the One instead of Are You That Somebody? But okay, pile number 3, we are just gonna go ahead and keep going here. Let's see what else. We have the 3 of Swords. So you guys are like, I don't want to be played with anymore. I don't want anybody lying to me. I'm not into that. And yeah, are you that somebody? Because I really want somebody and I'm not going to play anymore, I feel like is what you guys are saying. We have the King of Wands. All right. So, you know, the King of Wands saying, baby girl, I'm the man from the big VA, right? Maybe some of them live in Virginia, or you have a connection to Virginia, or someone just has a big old Donkey Kong. Pile number 3 in this pile, okay? I'm the man from the big VA. Won't you come play around my way? King of Wands. 7 of Wands, all right? And I feel like you guys are saying, yeah, I want to come play around your way, but I'm not going to get my heart broken again. And somebody here may be a little bit defensive about their heart. I feel somebody is very keen and interested in getting to know more about you and getting to talk more about you. And this King of Wands is actually facing forward instead of to the side. So this King of Wands may not even know like some of the things you've been through, or some of the heartbreaks you went through, or maybe they don't fully know. And with the 7 of Wands, you know, somebody may be coming off a little defensive, or not wanting to let someone in until they know, like, are you this someone? Are you the person? Like, is it really you, right? So there could be some thoughts of that, but I do feel like with this King of Wands is very interested, genuinely. Let's see what else here. We have conjunction and empowerment, right? So conjunction and empowerment, right? So just this sense of like, we really turn each other on, and we really like, you know, we really enhance our experience with one another. We can join forces together. The energy intensifies when we're together, right? Intensifies and overwhelms when we're together. I feel like the energy is really hot, hot, hot. Pile number 3. We have Pluto and transformation, right? So some of you guys, I feel like, well, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, right? Or a King of Wands, which is a fire sign, or a Sagittarius. So this transformation is talking about how you guys are like, I am no longer going to, I'm going to be straight up about what I want and what I need. And if a person isn't what I want or what I need, I'm going to kick that ass to the curb, because I'm not going to just sit here, you know, and like, you know, continually have my feelings hurt or continually take anything here. But I also feel like this 3 of Swords isn't very, I feel like it's not like the worst 3 of Swords I've ever seen, you know? It's just like some people, I'm getting that song, no, 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 don't fuck with my heart, you know? Sorry, I can't sing pile number 3. I'm such a mess in your pile. What happened to me, right? But anyway, but it's like, you know, it's like, no, 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 don't fuck with my heart, right? So that's really what I feel is you're like, if anyone's gonna fuck with my heart, it's me. Like I fuck with my own heart enough. I don't need anybody else fucking with it, okay? So interesting. But I also feel like some of you are changing the way that you see relationships and the way that there's some vultures on the top of Pluto here. And the whole thing with vultures is not wasting anything. Vultures are also a huge sign of protection as well. So Spirit wanting to say, pile number 3, that you're very protected, okay? We have the King of Swords here. Wow. So I feel like, you know, and his sword is down, you know, and it looks like he's listening to music or something. I don't feel like this person is defensive, and I feel like you're also approachable, pile number 3, like as much you're like, no, 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 don't fuck with my heart. I'm not going to put up with that. I also feel like you guys are giving this person a chance, and you are approachable, okay? So if this is 2 men, and we're looking at the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords, and we're looking at maybe Aquarius and Sagittarius here, or 2 women here, it could very much resonate that way as well. And I feel like you guys are like, yeah, I've been heartbroken in the past, but I've changed, and I'm open to, you know, I'm open to something new. I may have my guard up a little bit of the time, but I'm not like completely adverse to it. I would like to meet someone new, maybe some of you guys wanting to meet someone new. We have the 9 of Swords here. So I feel like this King of Wands is like, is this really going to work out? Can this work out? Could we have this connection? And I don't want to lose you, and I don't want to take it there physically only to like lose you, right? So with Pluto, we can talk about feeling abandoned or not wanting to let something go, okay? And then we have the 6 of Chalices, right? So, you know, that song by Boys to Men, it's so hard. It's so hard to think about yesterday. What's that song? I'm getting so many 90s songs in your guys' reading. It's so hard to let go of yesterday, right? And I feel like you guys are saying, if I'm gonna take on this energy and really change and be with someone new, then I need to be in the right place mentally to do that. And yeah, and I think it's gonna be okay, pile number 3. I do. I'm getting decent enough vibes here. We have 9 of, what is this? Laziness? What the fuck is that about? Okay, 9 of Cups. Laziness. All right. So maybe you've been a little bit lazy about empowering yourself and changing, and you're like, you know what? I know I need to stop. I feel like some of you are saying, I need to get over myself and get out there and put the past away, but maybe you've just been like, I don't know, like resisting it a little bit. And Spirit is saying here, like, yeah, it definitely is time to kind of step it up. We have full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. So that's what's transforming, is you're like, yeah, I am good enough. I am. And I do feel this King of Wands is interested, you know, and they may not know everything that you've been through, but they may have an idea like that you're kind of defensive and at times, but I mean, you come from a good place, I feel, pile number 3. You really do, like, emotionally. You're like, I just want to make sure that this is right before I get super involved with something again, because I kind of don't want to go through that stuff anymore. And so you've got your brain turned on with the King of Swords. You're not, you know, I think I said King of Swords Aquarius, but the King of Swords is actually a Gemini too. So yeah, Gemini, Sagittarius energy here as well. We have butterfly, nice, pile number 3. A lot of air sign energy in your pile, okay? The butterfly representing air sign energy, air and fire here for sure. And you've just changed, you know, you've changed. And this relationship is going to change too, because we're asking about what is the future of this connection. And I think if there were some anxieties at first here with the 9 of Swords, like, how is this going to go once we get together? Is there going to be weird feelings? I think with the 6 of Cups here, we go deeper. The 9 of Cups traditionally is like having some really good feelings and and a bit of laziness is okay if you're having a good time and you're enjoying yourself, right? It's not the worst thing to like just kind of rest in the energy. So I think that we have 2 9s here. We have the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. And I think things are going deeper, you know, in this connection. And I definitely think with the 7 of Wands, there's this energy of wanting to fight for it and see to go deeper here. So I think with this butterfly, yeah, things are going to go deeper and change and evolve. And as you change and evolve, pile number 3, this connection evolves. And it's in the same way with the person you're asking about too. It's the same thing. And, you know, this whole thing of feeling worthy and feeling good enough and working through that energy. All right, pile number 3. So maybe somebody told you growing up that you were lazy or that you wouldn't amount to anything, and it did a number on your confidence. You know, I don't feel like you're lazy, pile number 3. I really don't feel that, you know, whatsoever. So just for some of you that dealt with that, just know that. All right. We have finding. Oh my God. We have finding. With the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Cups, it's like finally somebody that wants to fight for the connection and shows me that they really care and doesn't make me feel like left out in the cold or make me feel like I always need to be defensive or, you know, like I just feel like you guys are finding this really, and again, there's the butterflies. There they are right there. There's 2 of them together. You know, you and this person are both changing, I feel. And it helps your relationship evolve and grow, pile number 3, okay? We have abundance, the Empress. Okay, that's lovely. That is absolutely lovely, all right? And you guys are like, you know, once I found myself and realized my worth, I was like, anything can happen. And you're holding this beautiful energy, and this person finding you very Empress-like, very beautiful, bountiful, abundant, present. You know, this Empress is very present in the current moment. And you see the 2 hands here. They're just about to connect with each other. They're just about to touch each other. They're so close, right? So yeah, I do feel there's some really nice connection here building, pile number 3. Yeah, there it is. There's the Queen of Cups with the Empress, you know. And you guys deserve love. I love your guys' faces. You have very kind, loving faces. And here it looks like somebody is from Japan or Asia. She looks like she's from Asia. And I mentioned the song lyrics about, you know, people in Japan shaking my hand. Don't you know I am the man, right? But I mean, this person may be very attracted to your look. I feel, pile number 3, like to your eyes. For those of you that have accents or your different ethnicities, I feel like this person is like with arms wide open, you know? You guys know that. What is that song from the 90s? With arms wide open. You know, I can't say, I'm such a mess in your pile, but I'm kind of loving it. Like my hair just all of a sudden got crazy messy. Maybe you guys are having a crazy messy day and you're just like, yeah, I'm kind of messy today too, but whatever. There's good feelings here and it feels good. And it's just another reiteration, pile number 3, of, you know, once you really started to love yourself and open up your energy to receiving, and you saw your own worth and you valued yourself, it's like all of this brought this whole thing into fruition. And for some of you that haven't, like, you don't really know this person too well yet, or you just met someone and you're like, well, what is going to happen here, right? I mean, I think the advice is, the more that you are just yourself and you're confident and you're open and, you know, and you don't let anything from the past, like, I don't feel you're going to be like really defensive or, you know, like whatever. I don't feel you're going to be like that. You've changed, pile number 3. You've changed with arms wide open, you know? And I like it here. You know, some of you guys may be Tauruses or Cancers as well, with the Empress and the Queen of Cups. And I like, you know, somebody here has a nice rack or has good cleavage, pile number 3, so good for you. And yeah, like I feel this person really wants to hug you. I feel they're like, let me give pile number 3 a really warm hug or a really warm embrace. And maybe some of you guys haven't seen this person for a while, or you guys haven't got to hang out for a while, or you've been a distance, right? But I feel this person is very excited, like, you know, like, wow, I just want to hug you. Like, it'd be amazing to just pick you up and hug you or twirl you around. Guys always want to pick people up. I'm like, don't try to pick me up. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 3. But anyway, it's like pick you up and twirl you around, pile number 3. I feel like this person is, yeah, they want to do that, okay? And yeah, I feel like they're saying, you know, it's been like we found this energy together. It's a shame we haven't seen each other as much, or maybe as much as we wanted to, but there is quite a nice energy here, I do feel, all right? Maybe some of you guys are like, well, am I getting too lazy with this laziness here? Am I not empowering myself enough? Am I not changing enough, right? I think you're finding yourself in your own time, pile number 3. And the deeper you go and find yourself, and, you know, but you're using your head. You learned your lessons. But the deeper you go and find yourself and love yourself, the more that this connection manifests, the more that this King of Wands, like, comes towards you, okay? So let's go ahead. I can't believe I wrote your song down wrong. I'm still freaking out about that. I'm probably going to get like 200 comments. That's not the title of the song, you know? It's like, my God, okay. All right, give a girl a break. It's Mercury retrograde. So let's go ahead and get some messages and say, let's see. Spirit, what can you tell us about the future of this connection? What can you tell us about the future of this connection? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So again, with arms wide open, I want to roll the dice on you. Let's see if we can make this happen. And, you know, let's spin the wheel together and see, like, and she's on top of the world, you know, she's on top of the world. She's on top of the wheel, and she's even doing tree pose on the top of the wheel as she's balancing on one foot. So, you know, I think this is a good moment, pile number 3. This is a good moment. Let's see, what else can Spirit tell us about the future of this connection? Let's see what else we get. We have 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, so the practical realities and, you know, what it takes to kind of bring this thing together and bringing it down to earth and all of that. And I see that happening here with the 6 of Pentacles. And both people have, I feel like this person's generous as well. They could be generous or kind, or like, oh, no, don't pay for that, I got it. Or just generous, you know. They're like, I want to contribute, I want to help, you know. I get that sense from this person. And you guys welcome it. You're like, yeah, absolutely, you know, I welcome the energy. Let's see what else. Let's see what else here for my pile number 3s. What else here for my pile number 3s? We have the Page of Cups. So you've definitely been on this person's mind. You know, they're excited at the thought of, they're waiting. You know, the Four of Wands is on the bottom of the deck with Strength and the Ten of Pentacles. So they've been waiting, they're excited, and they've been waiting to have this life with you. Okay, like they definitely feel the excitement, and yeah, and I feel like sometimes maybe your guys's, when you think about the way people acted in the past, or people that lied or fucked you over or weren't there for you when you needed them, I feel like you guys are getting through that, though. Honestly, I do. I think your mind, your attention is on this now. All right. And you're not lingering in it forever anymore. You're like just moving on. Maybe some of you guys are crocheting or staying very busy with your hands as well. But yeah, so I feel like, you know, you guys are like, am I being like too, like, you know, because there's a pig flying here, and you guys know the saying, like, when pigs fly, right? So you guys might wonder, like, am I being overly optimistic here? Does this thing really hold water, right? But this pig is literally flying. So when pigs fly actually happened. It's not a pig sitting on the ground. It literally is flying, right? And you can see the two hands coming together and forming this heart with one another. And I definitely feel like you are on this person's mind, and they're like, how can I like leave where I am right now and go to pile number 3? All right. And this person may be saving money or working out the practical details or whatever needs to happen here with that. But I feel like they're genuinely, and I was talking about the hair being crazy. Maybe some of you guys have like, it looks like this hair. The Page of Cups isn't even windy, but its hair is like all over the place. So yeah, talk about the crazy energies. But I also see the Wheel of Fortune as destiny. You know, with the butterfly and the Wheel of Fortune, it's your destiny to make these changes. It's your destiny to meet your fate full on with open arms, and it's gonna be good. Pile number 3, okay? It's gonna be good. You're gonna be like, wow, I found, you know, a real diamond in the rough here with the 6 of Pentacles. And I feel like some of you may be like, I'm still not 100% convinced, or more time needs to definitely pass, I feel. And you do maybe need to see each other more often, or more time needs to pass here, or practical details, right, with the 6 of Pentacles need to be worked out. But you definitely are on someone's mind, pile number 3. Like, you have their attention, and it's, you know, they think that you're, Page or Queen of Cups in abundance, Empress. They think you're very beautiful and you have a lot to give and share. Okay, so thank you so much, pile number 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. Sorry, I was a little bit out of sorts in your reading, and I still feel it was hopefully a good reading for you. And yeah, if you want to join me on the extended reading and you'd like to go deeper into this energy, you can go ahead and click the link in my description box below. So thank you so much, pile number 3. And let's go ahead and move on to pile number 4, okay? So let's go ahead and do it for my pile number 4s. Okay. Let's do it. All right. Pile number 4, welcome to your reading. You chose the red tea light, and today's reading is called, What is the Future of This Connection? All of a sudden, I feel like I have to cough. So maybe like something in my throat or wrong pipe. Maybe some of you guys have that, but I'm like, you know. So anyway, pile number 4, thank you for coming to your reading. And yeah, we're just seeing what is the future of this connection. And the songs that I use today are by a musician called Aaliyah. And Aaliyah tragically passed away in a plane crash in 2001. And 2021, this year, would be the 20-year anniversary of her death. And so I just wanted to, I remember listening to her in the late 90s and stuff, and just how great she was and how awesome of a person she was too. She was very well loved. And so I thought it would be really cool to get some messages from her songs and see what is the future of this connection. Also, for those of you that would like to join me on the extended reading, there's a link in the description box below to join me. I feel like some of you may have pins and needles going on, like maybe you're resting on your arm or something, or you just had pins and needles and you stood up and you were shaking your arm or your leg or something. So, okay, pile number 4 for that shows the red tea light. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the wonderful energy of my pile number 4s, and also to Aaliyah, who is helping to guide us through this reading. Thank you so much, Spirit. And let's go ahead and reveal your song, pile number 4. You guys got Try Again. So do you guys remember this song by Aaliyah called Try Again? Do you remember pile number 4? I'm going to read you some lyrics from it. And the whole thing is like, you can dust yourself off and try again, you know? So it says, the lyrics go, I'm into you, you're into me, but I can't let it go easily. Not till I see what this could be. Could it be eternity or just a week? But yo, our chemistry is off the chain. It's perfect now, but will it change? This ain't yes, this ain't no. Do your thing, we'll see how it goes, okay? And then it says, and then the chorus is like, if at first you don't succeed, then you can dust yourself off and try again. If at first you don't succeed, then you can dust yourself off and try again, okay? And the lyrics say, as well, like, it talks about being shy on the first date or bugging on the first date. Maybe somebody was a little, like they were bugging or they were shy or just it was weird energy or something didn't go like totally right on the first date. But it says, you know, bugging on the first date, what about the next date, right? So maybe saying, you know what, I don't know, like, I don't know how it really went, or I'm not sure where things are at right now, but I'm willing to try again. I'm willing to give it a shot. And I want to see, you know, but I can't let it go easily, not until I see what this connection can be, right? So maybe some of you, like, just maybe are not together with this person right now, for those of you like in more long-term situations, but you're willing to try again. Maybe this person is willing to try again, or you've decided to try again, okay? Or you just went out with someone a couple times and it was like, you know, but it's like, it's saying at the beginning of the song, I'm into you, you're into me, but I can't let it go so easily, not till I see what this could be, right? So there is this energy of like, let's give it a shot, all right? So let's see pile number 4. Let's see what is going on with the future of this connection. We have the Hangman, yeah. So maybe things have been a little bit stagnant or a little bit on pause, or you two have been on a break, or maybe not talking as much, or just like, what was that weird energy between us if you went out a few times? And yeah, and it's the whole Hangman thing too is like, I don't really want to go anywhere yet. I still want to hang around in this situation and see if we could possibly make this work, okay? And we have the 9 of Wands here. So, you know, the 9 of Wands is a card of great strength. So it's like, I feel, you know, one of you's the Hangman and one of you's the 9 of Wands. And it's like, both of you are like, yeah, I'm going to try to do what it takes to kind of stick it out. Even if I'm like, I don't know, you know, but I feel both of you, there's a willingness here, you know, where there's a will, there's a way, pile number 4. We have the Ace of Cups. Oh my God, try again, right? Try again. Somebody here has nice feet, or maybe somebody likes feet. That's what or legs, beautiful legs or feet, but I am seeing that. Either Ace of Cups, that's wonderful because it's like both, I feel like this person's saying, look, I'm not going anywhere. And the other person's saying, you know what, I'll fight, you know, I'll stand up for this connection. Not in a bad way, but just like, I'll stick it out with you. Let's see where this goes, you know. And the Ace of Cups is saying, you know what, we're going to give this a whirl again. We're going to give this a shot again because there are feelings here. And we have the Numius and the Mystery. So we don't know why we do the things we do sometimes. Pile number 4, we don't know. It's mysterious. And we don't know why we feel a certain way, or why we're like, yeah, I'm just going to tough it out, or not tough it out, because I don't feel it's like that tough. It's more just like, let's stick around and see what happens here. We have Uranus and Revolution. So, you know, the only thing we can predict really is that things will never be the same and that things will change. And with Uranus energy, it's like things can kind of change on a dime, you know? And there was a lyric here that said, like that, you know, Aaliyah was saying, I don't want to give this up. I can't let go until I could see what this could be. Could it be an eternity or just a week, right? The chemistry, the lightning, the fire, the lightning, all of that is there. The chemistry, the revolution and the reactions and all of that, and the mysterious pull to one another is definitely there. But I also feel this connection is a little bit like lightning in a bottle. It's like, you know, it's unpredictable in a way with Uranus energy. It's a little unpredictable, and you may have surprising breakthroughs with this person where you're like, wow, you know, we are going to give it another chance here, or you're experimenting and just seeing, you know, maybe this could work out, right? Yeah, so expect the unexpected with Uranus here and the mysteries of life. Let's see what else. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So, you know, someone just hanging back a little bit, wanting to make sure that things are solid, and that if they keep investing in something that it's going to grow and flourish. And I feel like someone's saying here, I'm not taking myself off the market for just anything. Maybe that's you saying that, pile number 4. Like, you know, I am willing to give it a try again to see if this could work. And because it looks like there's been some good work done here already. There's been some, you know, foundation laid here with the 9 of Pentacles already. But, you know, we only have the present moment, right? We can't completely go based off the past, right? So we constantly have to keep refreshing our ideas and thought processes, right? And yeah, so let's see what else we have here. We have the 6 of Wands. So to be sure, they still want that ass, pile number 4 for sure. I mean, they still want to spank it. Here it is. You know, he looks like he's spanking it or rubbing it, or gee, let me help you with that, right? It looks like your butt's showing. Pile number 4. And you guys are like, sure, you know, like, sounds good to me, right? And you're like, finish me off, you know? We have the 5 of Pentacles here. So I feel like some of you are asking yourself, though, if I keep giving this, you know, shot after shot after shot, or I keep, you know, if we keep kind of like going in this cycle, or for those of you that just met someone too, if you're like, you know, it's not great when you just have to keep starting over with someone, right? Like 5 of Pentacles, maybe some of you are like, I don't know if I like that pattern, you know, if you just met someone and you can tell that there's some, you know, maybe some things that came up and maybe you guys needed to have a talk. Maybe it was surprising. Maybe some of you guys don't have the same political beliefs, or you found out like, wow, we're really different in that area, right? And maybe both of you kind of being stubborn about your positions here, things like that is what I see. And maybe some of you wondering with this 5 of Pentacles, like, I don't know if that's good, you know? So I think you're like, I have a lot of fun with this person, but I'm not just gonna like give up my singlehood or my life for just anyone, you know? It definitely needs to make sense. We have 9 of Swords with sorrow. I feel like some of you guys wondering like, why do my connections always turn out this way? Why? I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, one of my best friends. We were on the phone with each other, and we talked on the phone for 10 hours, pile number 4, first of all. But we were reading cards for each other. We were going crazy. But we were talking about, I told her she was like the necromancer of love. Like that was like her witchy trait, is she was a necromancer, because all of her exes always come back to her, you know, they always come back. And you know, I block all my exes so they can't even come back if they want to. But her exes come back. They just come back constantly. And it's like, dude, you're a necromancer, you know? So I feel like some of you guys maybe with this try again, it's like trying. And maybe some of you guys are like, why does it always happen this way for me, right? The numinous with the mystery. And it's like, why does it have to be this way? And I feel like this guy here is like, why, you know? Like he's just like, why does it, I know what I want. Like, why is it like this sometimes, right? So I feel like somebody could definitely be asking that. We have North Node and step out of your comfort zone. So I think this is kind of the key to the mystery. If some of you are going, yeah, this always happens, you know, there's like a cooling off period. We're standing in our separate corners, wondering like, can we get this started again? Would this work out? And then I'm like, I don't know, but there is a lot of chemistry. Wonderful. And she said in the song, she said, but yo, our chemistry is off the chain, right? 6 of Wands for sure. This chemistry does look, you know, in hot pursuit here of that booty. But yeah, it says step out of your comfort zone and do the unexpected with Uranus here. So some of you guys maybe just kind of going back to things at times because it feels comfortable, even if it's not really that great for you. Nine of Swords, right? So Spirit is saying, you know, go towards your north node. What's your north node in, right? In astrology, if you know your north and your south node, right? South node, don't let your past hold you back. And the north node is getting out of that comfort zone, right? And doing something that kind of gets you out of a rut and can help you make rapid changes. Pile number 4, okay? So we have the camel here. This is High Priestess energy. And, you know, camels can travel long and far through the desert with, you know, storing their water within themselves. And yeah, they have everything they need within inside them. Their systems, you know, their bodily systems are pretty unique. All right. So also too, when I see the camel, maybe some of you guys have been dealing with someone from the Mideast or someone who is of Middle Eastern descent. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like we're going the distance. I don't know why I've had Cake songs in my head all the time. Do you guys remember Going the Distance from the 1990s with Cake? We're going the distance because camels can go a long distance and wait things out a long time and just continue. You know, and the interesting thing about camels is I kind of felt like they would be water energy, you know, because the word the Hebrew word for the High Priestess is gimel or camel, and just storing their water in them. I thought they would be water, but they're fire here. You know, you can go and they can go a long distance, and maybe some people can go a long distance with not even, you know, maybe this person could go a long distance with not even getting laid sometimes. Like some people do that. They try to save up their energy, right, and conserve it. But yeah, I mean, I feel like both of you are like, let's see if we can go the distance with this. Let's make it happen. We have lighten your load. So somebody here has the world on their back and is sweating and feels like they can't do anything right, and you know, they're trying to find out what they should do, but they're not getting clear guidance, and it feels very overwhelming. And this could be you or this person, but Spirit is saying definitely lighten your load. You know, camel has a lot of load with it, so does this card. So maybe someone needs to get off too. Maybe someone has been very stressed with work, very busy, their body's been hurting, their back's been hurting, or their eyes, you know, just having to look at things really up close. And I feel like somebody here needs to sexually enjoy themselves. Pile number 4, okay? So we have strength. I was really feeling that strength energy here. We have the lion and strength. And we could have Leo energy with strength here with the hangman. We have Neptune, Pisces, Sagittarius. Okay, 6 of Wands is Leo, more Leo energy again. But somebody feels the weight of the world and that they're kind of carrying everything. And somebody here thinking, if I just, you know, keep pushing, we're gonna get to be together, or we're gonna get to work through this, or we will get through this energy, okay? And we have the shadow here, which is the devil card in the tarot. So what I would say to you, pile number 4, is if you feel like sometimes you're giving away a lot of ground, or you're putting a lot of effort or energy into things, but you're like, well, what do I get back from it? Some attention every once in a while, somebody that wants my ass, you know, pile number 4, right? And you've been like, I just don't know. It feels very heavy, right? I think Spirit is saying here that, you know, you have a lot of strength and fortitude, and 9 of Wands, strength card, like you guys very, very, I mean, the 9 of Wands is called the card of great strength, and you literally have strength right here too. So you can persevere, pile number 4. You are very strong, but I think sometimes with the devil card here, it's like, okay, is what I'm putting my energy into giving me a payback, or is it keeping me stuck in a pattern that I don't want to be in anymore, right? And I think that's something you guys are definitely thinking about. And do I want to, you know, it's like, do I want to kind of like keep giving my energy to the shadow in a way? Like, I mean, it's great to be very strong and persevering, but the shadow of that is if we give that energy to the wrong person, place, or thing, it can become destructive, you know? So I think that's just something to think about. And maybe things have been very, like, you know, lighten your load. It's not all on you, right? It's not all on you to fix everything and do everything and also look good for this person constantly in the process, okay? I mean, I think somebody here with the Ace of Cups wants to reassurance that, yes, this has been very hard and very heavy, but we can continue on with this and it's gonna be okay. I feel like somebody does want that reassurance here, okay? But this step out of your comfort zone, if this is something you do a lot, pile number 4, then Spirit is wanting you to take another look at it to get greater insights with Uranus. And, you know, it's not a mystery really. You know, we have the Numius with mystery. It's not a mystery why we feel so bad if we're dumping energy into connections that don't come into fruition. You know, it's not really, it's not a mystery, right? Pile number 4. But for those of you that don't really do that, but for one person you're doing it, I think it could be okay. I think it could possibly be okay. But let's go ahead and see pile number 4. Let's go ahead and see. You know if it's a pattern or not, right? You'll know pile number 4. So let's see. We have 2 of Swords. Okay, so what's the future of this connection, Spirit? What's the future of this connection, please? What's the future of this connection for my pile number 4s? I just heard pile number 2, so maybe some of you guys watched pile number 2 or you thought about it as well. There's the 6 of Wands again. I feel someone is very determined to help someone come out of indecision and taking action towards that person. So is that, you know, I'm getting that whole song by Rick Astley, you know, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Did I just Rickroll you, pile number 4? But anyway, you know, Rick Astley, never gonna give you up. The 6 of Wands, never gonna let you down, right? But the 6 of Wands getting a little impatient. I need you to make a decision. I need you to decide what we're gonna do here. And let's go ahead and make a decision here and decide what we're gonna do and get on with it, right? 3 of Wands. Somebody really, like, I will follow you, right? I don't know why you guys know that song, I will follow you. So I feel somebody here kind of looking out and wondering, what is pile number 4 gonna do? What decisions are they gonna make? Are they just thinking about, are they overanalyzing? Are they thinking about this connection? Are they going back and forth in their head? And somebody here wondering, like, what's actually going on in that head of pile number 4s, all right? Or maybe you felt this way towards this person. What's actually going on in this person's head, all right? So, but somebody feeling with the 3 of Wands and 6 of Wands, someone feeling very motivated to come to you, but the 5 of Pentacles just came out again, and it came out earlier. Then why does it feel like shit, you know? And maybe some of you guys are like, because, you know, somebody else has been having to make all the moves and make all the decisions while the other person is just like kind of still trying to figure out the way they feel or what's happening, you know? And that can make one person feel like they're carrying the entire weight in the connection. And it can make somebody feel like they're not important, you know? And whether this is you or them, but those energies definitely need to be balanced between you two, pile number 4. And let's see what else here. What else messages does Spirit have about the future of this connection? I think this person is going to kind of come looking for you, pile number 4. And the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Tower on the bottom of the deck. So if there's some rough energy, or if you feel that there's a fight brewing, or that you know that things have been a little bit unsettling, but you've just been trying to kind of keep it cool, keep it chill, but you know underneath it there's some things that are going to have to happen, or maybe some confrontations or some certain discussions here. And I feel like you guys are like, yeah, I don't know if I should have him or not. I'm not sure if I should move forward with that, because the Knight of Pentacles feels like he's hesitating a little bit here. But yeah, there needs to be more balance, I feel here, pile number 4, because it seems like at one point somebody is ready to take their attention and put it on you and actually take steps and actions to make that happen. And then I feel like other times this person is like nowhere to be found. They're off in some other, you know, their attention's on other things. They're just not paying attention. They're being slow as hell. They're getting all turned around, you know, and I feel like that's bringing you some confusion too. All right. So both of you need to lighten the load in this connection. I feel it'll help both of you, you know, and then you both can say like, well, we are holding out for this connection, but we're not doing it out of like desperation or need or approval or some fucked up devil reason, you know. It's like not doing it for those reasons, right? But it's like, okay, let's step out of I feel this person needs to step out of their comfort zone that we're talking about here, pile number 4. I feel they need to, okay? And they just may, with Uranus and the Knight of Pentacles, it may be something very unexpected and you're not really thinking it's gonna happen, but it does, okay? So very interesting energy, my pile number 4s. Very, very... you know, energetically, very interesting energy, pile number 4. Maybe like the most kind of interesting pile that I had, because it's this whole, I mean, all of them were interesting, but the most complicated one, because I feel like it's this energy of on again, off again, okay? So thank you so much, pile number 4. And for those of you that would like to join me on the extended reading and go deeper into the energies, you can click on the description box below and go straight to my Vimeo channel. So thank you so much for being here today, and everybody take care. Blessings on your path.